Good morning. Welcome to the Occasional Beard for April 19th, 2019. I say good morning because it is currently 9:12 in the morning. I'm the only one up in my house yet. Um, or church starts at 10. I'm going to get everyone up in a couple minutes. But right now, um, I'm writing out my sermon. Now, I've already written my sermon. I wrote it in big. I'll show you. That's how I write a sermon. I'm sure the more sermons I write, the more good I'll get at it and stuff. But I'm preaching today at the Greater Toronto Area Vietnamese Church, community church, on Zoom. I'm preaching on Zoom. I was originally supposed to just go there and preach, but you know you can't be in a room with more than one person at this point. So I'm preaching over Zoom, and I'm preaching about the week after Easter and how the disciples. Well, I'm preaching about the disciples in the locked room, and how freaked out they were, and how scared they were, and how that's pretty accurate to the world today. And then Jesus shows up, and they freak out a bit more, and then calm down and listen to him. And yeah, so I'm preaching on that. So I was just literally I'm typing out my notes so they're nicer looking so I don't get lost. Um, and I haven't preached in a while, so this is going to be fun. It's going to be nerve wracking, but it's going to be fun. Also, I've never preached over Zoom before, so that's going to be interesting. But I've done a lot of live streams, so hopefully it's just going to be like that, just preaching. I'm sitting there listening to music. I have movie soundtracks playing, so just before I paused it, it was like Forest Gump Soundtrack, which is really nice. But just yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm writing out my sermon, getting ready for today. I've also been doing exam this week for my Augustine class, um, which is, and instead of what the original exam was supposed to be, we were supposed to get 10 questions given to us at the end of the school year, like the last class, and we took them home, researched them, and then came in, did 2 hours worth of writing roughly on the 5 questions he wanted to pick. So he would be like, give you 10, and then he's like, these are the 5 I want you to answer. So you have to research everything so you know the answers coming in. If you're really smart and you knew everything already, you're fine. But and it's 2 hours worth of work. And because COVID, school's shut down, we're working online. Instead, he sent a thing on Monday, last Monday, the exam was sent, and the exam is write 4 1,000 to 2,000 word essays with footnotes and bibliography on these 4 questions. So each one is worth 25% of the overall grade for the exam, which is worth 40% of my mark. So each one is worth 10% of my mark for my final. And I've been doing this. So I wrote one on Thursday night, I wrote one on Friday night, and I wrote one on Saturday. I also wrote my sermon Saturday. And so today, after church, I'm hopefully going to button down the next one. I have till Monday night, so I have till tomorrow night to hand this in, to send this in. So I'm getting my buddy Brian and Natalie, his wife, who's also my friend, are proofreading them for me to try and make sure I don't say anything stupid. And my wife does the same thing. But yeah, that's where I'm almost done that, and then I have one reading assignment left to do, and then I'm officially done my first year of school. I'll talk about that this week actually. When I'm done, I'm gonna talk about school. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Writing out my sermon, listening to Forest Gump Soundtrack, and I just thought I should share this. I'm preaching. The service is at 4 o'clock this afternoon. I don't know what time I preach, but there's like some worship, and then I like the way it divides up is it's a Vietnamese church, but they have an English ministries, which is mostly their youth and young adults. So I'm going to be talking to people that I would normally talk to for youth, anyways. So it's just the rest of the church breaks off and does everything in Vietnamese, and I'm doing the English side. So. Because I don't speak Vietnamese. I wish I did though. That'd be cool. But because you'd be surprised if I start speaking Vietnamese. But don't expect that's going to happen because unless the tongues thing, that Jesus, Holy Spirit goes, and I start speaking, and I'm speaking English, but everyone's hearing Vietnamese. That would be awesome. But I'm doing the English ministry, so I digress. Anyways, you have an awesome day. I'd appreciate any prayer support you want to send my way, especially around 4 o'clock. And God bless. Have an awesome day.